Comes in batting .317 with 20 base hits, 4 doubles, a triple, 10 runs scored, a couple of RBIs, and he has 3 stolen bases. So we'll get our first look at Mike Newland.
We'll also get our first look at lefty versus lefty.
Newland, who plays for DeSales University, in fact started 31 games last year for them in this past season, and batted .327 with 5 home runs and 20 RBIs. He also was 2-1 pitching. And here we get a nice easy play for Ryan Miller, so he takes care of it in the bottom of the first. Glad you're with us for the Blue Mountain League Game of the Week. That ball hit high and deep.
Brian.
Back goes Newland, back goes Newland, back goes Newland, and he'll make the catch. A nice job by center fielder Mike Newland. And Dick, that out there in center field is about 387, and he hit it about 383.
Yeah, both guys came out well on that one. Good shot by Mondi. And here, this is gauged well. Boy, he looks back and forth about 3 times, Gary. Knew he had it collared all the way.
Doing well.
So just a long out as JoJo Fisher steps in. JoJo
Can't afford it. Runs are a scarcity for them guys.
That ball is hit certainly deep enough and maybe beyond anybody's ability to catch the ball. No, a great job by Mike Newland. He covered a lot of territory. That'll be a sacrifice RBI for Ryan Miller. Boy, he jacked that one, and Mike Newland went and got it.
So 4 and 5 hitters produce in the RBI department. ID got that run to third with less than 2. Let's get it out. Again, measured very, very well, right near the left center field fence.
All 1. Mike Hanley on the mound has allowed 2 hits, walked 4, struck out 2, and allowed a couple runs. This ball will drop in front of Newland in center field. Mike's done a nice job chasing down some balls today, but unable to get to that one. And Warga's a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 4th.
First hit since the first inning. We see it here. On the line to center field. Coming, gonna drop. Yeah.
Give the high fives.
That's right.
1-1 pitch. Slung into shallow center field. Newland coming on, but will not get this one. Rounding and holding at second base is Warga. And the Falcons with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a tennis hit, Chris. It's served into the outfield.
And 2 balls hit right in front of Mike Newland.
Watch him reach out for this. He's going to stretch for this one. Yo! And just lifts it over the infield. Good hustle out there. Prevents first and third.
Yeah, Newland got on that ball in a hurry because Warga was peeking back. And Mike Newland now steps in. Twice he's hit the ball to Ryan Miller. Once on the ground, once through the air. Clippers have been shut out 6 times this year.
Wow.
11 times this year they've scored 2 runs or less.
No matter where it ends up.
Paulus actually comes in with a pretty poor walk and K ratio here, Chris. 24-20 after he records that first strikeout of the game.
He's actually walked more batters than hits allowed this season.
1 strike.
Tonight it's been the opposite. 5 hits allowed and just 1 walk. Paulus winds in the 0-1. Change up, swing and a miss. Newland got a piece of that. He's in the hole, 0-2.
Mike Newland, one of the few 300 hitters.
0-2 pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. Paulus before the game says he throws both the curve and the slider, along with the changeup and fastball.
I don't know how much difference there is in that these days, Chris. Add the slurve. You know, I guess you just refer to as breaking balls or off speeds.
This ball is roped down the line in right field. It's a fair ball and 1 hopping off the fence. Newland with a full head of steam round second. He's going to try for third. The relay will not get there. And it will be a sliding triple for Mike Newland with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Newland slid into third. No throw by the relay man, Sigafus.
Well, I'll tell you, he gets around on the left-hand delivery here. And you have yourself a rope down the line. It's going to deflect foul, bounce around that fence, and no even thinking of stopping at second.
Motor the centers last time up. And he lost one to center field again. Newland on his horse, makes a great effort, and he comes up with a catch.
That guy can play center field as well as anybody. He's done it tonight. He's made all the plays. He couldn't quite get to one of them. It kept it from going by him. That's a great grab by the All-Star.
7 of the 9 batters came to bat, only 1 hit and 4 big runs.
Oh, he's got a tough out here in Mike Newland. Mike is 1 for 3. He had a triple in the 5th and was left stranded. A 2-out triple. But boy, has he thrown some leather tonight at the Falcons. Outstanding center field.
I go along with all your comments about his defensive play tonight.
He gets such a great jump on everything, Dick. The 1-0 pitch. Good swing, popped up. Could be a play for shortstop Matt Monty. Comes. That ball looped out into center field. A long run for Newland, and Mike does what he's done all night. He got to it. He went back on the ball off the bat and then had to recover from that and did it.
Hanley's going to authorize 1 out here with great support from his center fielder. Coming strong, has a bead, and not shoe tops, but somewhere beneath the knees. Good catch.
The Freedom Conference schedule yesterday in grand fashion with a come-from-behind win over Del Val. Tom Mykrantz has the highlights.
Delaware Valley breezed into its game with DeSales yesterday on the heels of a hot 12-1 start to the season. The Bulldogs lost 2 of 3 games last weekend. Mike Newland, the losing pitcher Sunday against Ithaca, opened the bottom of the first with a single, but after 4 innings, the Bulldogs' hitting drought read 2 hits in 13 innings going back to Sunday. The Aggies reached DeSales starter Mark Riley for 4 runs in the 4th, highlighted by Zach Choder's 2-run double as Del Val batted around. DeSales offense finally came around in the 5th. Dogs load the bases with 2 outs. Newland gets his second hit and drives in 2 runs. The pull the Bulldogs within 2. It could have been more as a walk loaded the bags again, but Del Val starter Brian Hafer strikes out Derek Moyer to end the inning. DeSales made it 4-3 on a 5th inning groundout, but the Aggies added 2 runs in the 7th to take a 6-3 lead. Kevin Weingart drove in a run and scored on a wild pitch. But the Bulldogs again had an answer in the home half of the 7th. They batted around and scored 4 runs on 3 hits. Cleanup batter Zach Hess's 2-run double cut the Aggies' lead to 6-5. The senior had 3 hits, 2 RBI, and scored 2 runs. A sac fly tied it up. Then with 2 outs and Doc Nyman on third, Greg Treat sent a high fly ball to shallow center field, but the ball drops out of the center fielder's glove. DeSales led 7-6. After a scoreless 8th inning, Joe Walsh entered the 9th looking for his 5th save, but 2 runners reached base via errors. Then with runners on 1st and 3rd with 1 out, Mike Isgro tied the game with a sac fly. A ground out ended the threat. Bottom 9th, Treat opens with a single, stole 2nd, and with 1 out, Newland hits one to center field and falls for a walk-off game-winning double as Treat, who had 3 hits, scores for an 8-7 Bulldogs victory. Newland finished with 3 hits and 3 RBI.
We actually started connecting today, and everybody kind of busted out. It was a good, satisfying win for us. It was encouraging for us.
It's very satisfying.